Hey, what's up, man? What you got, man? What you mean? I told you I got that same shit, nigga. Come around, I fuck that shit, man. Like that. That's that.
Так, дядь, расскажи, для чего был этот тур, какой результат тура и почему ты решил именно их привезти сюда?
Так, всем привет, это дядя, я представляю Майнвуд Records. Спасибо за вопрос. Почему было сделано решение привезти именно ребят Lil Eazy-E и n.w.a? Потому что на самом деле я как бы сторонник гангстер-рэпа, сторонник оригинального old school хип-хапа. Вот. И поэтому на сегодняшний день я вижу, что в хип-хоп индустрии осталось совсем не так уж и много настоящих рэп-артистов, которые делают реальную музыку с улиц, как говорят сами ребята, их музыка идет из души, от сердца. Они делают настоящую музыку, и поэтому как бы у меня возникло огромное желание привести ребят в Россию и сделать для них несколько выступлений в стране.
Так, ну как ты оцениваешь сам тур и его какой-то результат?
На самом деле у нас планировалось 6 городов изначально, да, вот, но, к сожалению, по ходу дел несколько городов отказались, где-то какие-то проблемы. Тур прошел, в общем, не так, как мы ожидали, как мы хотели. Очень много нервов, очень много стресса, проблем и так далее. Но люди, которые присутствовали на выступлениях в той же Москве, там, в Питере, все довольны, остались, всем все понравилось, ребята очень отзывчивые, они сделали много подарков своим фанатам и были очень общительны. На данный момент все, кто встречался с ребятами, где, в каких городах мы были, все остались всем довольны. К сожалению, я как организатор приношу извинения тем городам, которые мы не посетили в итоге, но хочу сказать, что мы уже договорились с ребятами о том, что мы собираемся делать очередной тур уже в феврале, и мы надеемся, что все будет гладко и четко. Поэтому города, которые мы не посетили на этот раз, мы посетим в следующий.
Ну, хорошо, вот так перейдем к гостям.
Да,
Guys, what's your impression of two Russian cities?
Beautiful. You know, Russia is real beautiful. You know, a lot of respect for original hip hop. You know what I mean? And, a lot of respect for our legacy, which is our father. And outside of that, beautiful, beautiful women, beautiful city. A lot of people. You know, Moscow, a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's a big city from where I'm from. You know what I mean? To see that, you know what I mean? So, it was beautiful.
Baby. Like that?
You said it all for me, man.
That's
Took
right.
the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's right. What about your solo albums? When it came out?
We're working on mine. Before I came prepared to come to Russia. It took me a while because I had a lot of family situations I had before I had to come here. And America is real strict on getting, well, Russia is real strict on me getting a visa. So they put us through the runaround with both of us. So it kind of put pause on me recording. But when I get back home, before I get back on the tour in November, late November, I'll finish working on it. So I'm looking at like an early 2017 release. You know what I mean? I should have a single coming around hopefully Halloween or Christmas time. I mean, little Halloween, between Halloween and Christmas time. I have a single out in early 2017. And then we have a group, which is Coach, him and me in it with our other family called Count the Money Gang. So more so, you know, maybe we talked about us doing an album together, but that simultaneously is both of us together with our group called Count the Money Gang. So, you know, and that'll be coming around the same time, you know what I mean? And then he'll launch his on so forth.
That's right. There's a question about Jerry Heller. Recently, Jerry Heller passed away. A lot of bad reviews about him in the internet, and especially after release, it's very accompanied the movie. And what do you think about him? You know him?
Yeah, we know him from a kid. Didn't know too much about him, and as we got older, we started to know him more as we became men in the business. And like the insight we have is, you know, n.w.a, my father, wouldn't be who they were if it wasn't for Jerry Heller. You know what I mean? it's a lot of bad things they can say when we're children. You know, it could be about this, it could be about that, it could be about him, it could be about others. But when you got to cipher it out when you get older yourself and understand as far as where your mind state grew to. And as I got older, I just wanted to sit down with the man because he could tell me a lot about my father and both of us that we won't know from our grandparents. My grandparents know him as a kid growing up to a man, but when he got into the business, what he knew, you know, what was his ideas, where they came from, how he attack and conquer the business the way he had was because of Jerry Heller. You know what I mean? So we learned a lot of speaking with him, and you know, as my heart is as a man now, is just more so much respect to him because you know our father would be who he was if it wasn't for him.
Rest in peace, Jerry Heller.
What are your personal impressions of J.R. Compton? The movie.
I mean, everybody in the world sees it did good. We're glad that the story got to be out. Just more so us as his sons, we know what's true and what's not. You know, what's a fact and what's fiction, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it, you know what I mean, was kind of altered, but that's Hollywood, you know what I mean? Just, you know, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Glad the movie came out. Now we can hurry up and give you the real Eazy-E story.
This is a reality movie or typical Hollywood movie?
Which one, Eazy-E or Straight Outta Compton?
Straight Outta Compton.
It walked a thin line, you know what I mean, on here and there, you know what I mean? It could have been more authentic, you know what I mean, more realistic stories, true facts, and a lot more on his accomplishments. You know, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the next group to go to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's hip hop, will be Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he found them. So he didn't really get out his accomplishments. You know, JJ Fad, you know, Arabian Prince, which is a member of n.w.a.
n.w.a. is the Pulse.
Yeah, it's you know what I mean? Just it's a lot more that could have just been, you know, shown. But it's Hollywood, you know, you can't fit it all in 2.5 hours.
You made a film about Eazy.
Yes.
Yes. And when it came out?
We're working on it now. My first object is to complete this album, and then from that point on, I'll start getting into the production of trying to put my father's own story together.
And we get a real story.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, who do you like from today's young artist? Hip hop is alive?
Hip hop, so life support. Today's artists is a few, you know what I mean? It'll be, of course, given that I say Kendrick Lamar coming from my city, you know what I mean? He's a great artist, you know, a great person, a great man. Me, myself, we listen to Lil Boosie, you know what I mean? But that's more so the light gangster rap, you know what I mean? So a few underground artists, Nipsey,
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle, yeah. We listen to that. We listen to the young up-and-coming Mozzie, young Bay Area rapper. And a lot of those are still in the line of gangster rap art music, you know what I mean? They have hip-hop skills, you know what I mean? But when you're talking true hip-hop, Kendrick, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he can really spit.
Marguerite. What about YG?
Gangster rap, you know what I mean?
Typical gangster rap.
Yeah, he's
but
young.
His popularity here.
Yeah, popularity's not hard to get.
No.
For what's it, Timothy? He's popular. What do you feel about him? Is he
No.
Okay.
This is pop rap.
Yeah, popular rap.
Pop rap. YG is gangster rap, but mainstream.
Yeah, he's young, so you know, gangster in the new generation is just kind of watered down.
He's a fake.
I don't know.
He's from Compton.
Everybody says they're from Compton.
Good.
Everybody say they're from Compton to use it for their own advantage.
Yeah, everybody says they're from Compton.
What about Schoolboy Q?
It's a good guy.
Good.
Hip hop, good hip hop. Yes, very good. Yes. Yeah.
So, what your relationship with other members of n.w.a?
Good, very good. I tour. I go to Australia and New Zealand with Yella in November. I get on board with him before I get back on my own personal tour. So me and him tour a lot. So we're real close. That's his godfather. You know, Yella's his godfather. So we're real close to him. Ren, you know, Ren doesn't fly too much, but you know, man, as far as him personally, he's good to the family. Me and Q, we simultaneously, my birthday, he took me to Coachella, so I performed with him, and we'll simultaneously talk here and there through business if I run into him. The hardest one is Dre, but he's you know what I mean, he's fair, keeps it cool with us when we see him, you know what I mean, respect, you know what I mean, but of course he's up there, so he doesn't come out every day, you know what I mean, he doesn't even tour, he doesn't even do music, so it's not too often we run into him.
Maybe one of them be on your albums.
Ren definitely, and Q, we could get, Yella, probably we could get it back in and do some production, you know what I mean, so yeah.
It's cool. Lily, what's about your relationship with the game?
We're good friends, you know what I mean, younger in my days, we had our, you know what I mean, our back and forths, but you know, as we grow as a man and understand our differences, which I have and he has, and we sat down and we kind of got that, you know what I mean, through everything, but he's just been a lot of support. We just did a documentary this past summer, Streets of Compton. So that's my buddy, you know what I mean, and he is hip hop, you know what I mean, he could follow the lines of gangster rap, but he's a talented hip hop artist, you know what I mean, and he's going through his hip hop battle right now with Meek Mills, so you know what I mean, they do what they do, but he's very talented. He's my partner.
What do you think about beef with Meek Mill?
Hey, you could take it at two different sides. You know what I mean? Can it be? Is it hip hop? But a lot of things that are current or they're going on since I've been in Russia seem just kind of a little serious. You know what I mean? And if it gets that serious, then it's always a conclusion to seriousness. You know what I mean? It's just not rap. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? God bless them both. You know what I mean? You don't want no situation, but hey, when a situation gets to a situation, it's a conclusion that needs to end it, or you know what I mean, kind of cipher it out. So that's just how we were born and raised from the streets, and how you take care of things with things that are people, individuals are saying to each other. But if it was just borderline on hip hop, hey, you know what I mean, if they both lyrical individuals, you know what I mean. Game seems to be on the higher end of this one right now as far as musically wise, you know what I mean. So hip hop wise is good. Street wise, hey, you know what I mean, to each his own.
Somebody can get hurt.
Yeah, to each his own.
Battle rap is a part of hip hop. Battle rap.
Oh yeah, Game does that. You know, Game is probably one of the best battle rappers. You see what I'm saying? As far as that can really hurt your get at you, at your skin. You know what I mean? And that's what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So as far as music, yeah, he's on the win side. But as far as where it looks like it's going, it's none of my business.
Lily, is it true that 50 Cent wanted to sign you on G-Unit Records?
A while ago, yes.
If so, why is it not happening?
It was just a meeting. I just wanted to formally meet him, and he had an idea of putting some money behind my project at the time. But of course, like any businessman, if you're going to do that, you will want them up underneath you. So it was a talk on me going there, me doing work with him, and I respect the man because we actually met again after that, after LA. He came to LA, we met at Mr. Chow's, which is expensive, nice restaurant. We had it exclusive to us, so we bought the restaurant out, and then I met him again at Lloyd Banks' video shoot, and he kept it real with me as far as in that Mobb Deep kind of lost him a lot of money because he put some money into their album, and it kind of didn't turn out the way he wanted to, so he lost a lot of money in that venture. So he kind of was just tied up with trying to recover from that. And it was respectable, you know what I mean? And it was just business, but more so on my end, it was more formally knowing the man, meeting him, you know what I'm saying, and respecting his music. And, you know what I mean, just a formal introduction, you know what I mean? And I think about a month and a half ago, we did the Card Duck show in the Los Angeles Convention Center, and we were both there. So I said, but yeah, cool dude.
You are in a good relationship.
Yeah.
Cool. What about the contract with Death Row?
No. Contract with Death Row? No. On the internet, a lot of people say, you're doing work with Death Row. No. The people who bought Death Row out, the catalog, want to talk to me about a book deal. So you're only going to know about them because why? They bought Death Row out. So they're talking to Lil Eazy-E. People think, he's going to do a record deal with Death Row. No, it was a book deal. They wanted to do a book on my life and my father's life. And they were just the individuals who bought the catalog for Death Row. They have nothing to do with Death Row. They just have they put some Canadians, have a lot of money, bought the catalog out through an auction or whatever, who knows, y'all know the story more than I know, and they just reached out to me to do a book deal. So when they reached out to me, you know, press-wise, they're letting them know, hey, you know, they're a company, they bought it, they're going to do a deal with Lil Eazy-E. What kind of deal? They didn't say. It was a book deal, not music, book deal. So that was it. You know what I mean? That didn't have nothing to do with no Suge, because of course we know Suge don't own the catalog no more. So it was dealing with the individuals who own the catalog, which are, not to say like that, Caucasian individuals. They're not any parts of Death Row. They just bought it. So they want to talk to me about a book deal.
This news is fake.
Huh?
This news is fake.
As far as the music, they just didn't say what it was about. You know what I mean? Yeah, they wanted to sit down and talk with me, but they were just the individuals who bought it, not Death Row itself. By this time, Suge had nothing to do with Death Row. So, you know what I mean? And I kind of entertained it like, yeah, you want to do a book deal? Cool. You know what I mean? You got enough money to buy the catalog. I'm sure you got enough money to do a book deal. Let's do it.
But you know him, Shook. You know him, Shook.
Yeah, I know. He's locked up now. He's in jail.
Yeah, I know.
I was in jail with him. You know what I mean? Of course, he's in high security. He's in protective custody. So when he used to come through the visiting room, we have to face the wall because I was in general population. You know what I mean? So the general population had to turn their backs when he came. But we crossed paths a couple of times. I don't think he seen me or knew I was in there. You know, I had different hairstyle. You know what I mean? But he's in jail now. But we talked a few times as men. You know what I mean? Just things that I got to get off my chest. You know what I mean? I fear no one. So, you know what I mean? He wanted to have a conversation, and I said, okay, I'll listen to you. You know what I mean? As far as how I personally feel about him, it's no bad blood. You know what I mean? People do bad, you know what I mean, and don't have a good heart. In turn, in life, things come back to you. You feel what I'm saying? And we all see the situation he's in. I don't wish that on no man. This jail is bad. You know what I mean? And the situation he's going in facing murder is as bad as it's going to get being in jail. So, to each his own, you know what I mean? God bless him, you know what I mean? So, as far as the people understand how I feel about him, I don't have no bad blood with anybody. You touch me, you have a problem. But anything in the past, I can't do nothing about. You feel what I'm saying? And for me to do something to somebody, I'll be in the same situation he's in. So therefore, you gotta use your head, you know what I mean? So, you know, it'll come back. Anybody that's done wrong to our family or to anything that I feel, it'll come back onto them. You know what I mean? That's just life. You know what I mean? God is real.
This question, one question about the game. The game has tattoo of your father.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
It's Amish. He's paying Amish. You know what I mean? Coming out of Compton, representing Compton, getting into music. You know what I mean? He paying Amish. You know what I mean? So he's got a tattoo. You know what I mean? As I traveled the world, I got older. A lot of people have tattoos of my father. Just paying Amish. You know what I mean?
Baby, can you talk about your group, Compton Money Gang, and more?
On my way back home to that. You know, they back home holding it down, recording, doing music, but other than that, I'm just working on tours and shows for us. We have a tour coming next summer, probably like 30 plus shows, all driving on the road. But other than that, just working on music. My little cousins, my brothers, my big brother, we just knocking out music, getting everything in the works so we can put it out there for next year after he releases out.
Yeah. And it consists of all family group. It's me, him, and my father's two nephews, their brothers, and then a cousin, another cousin of ours, which is my
Family group?
Yeah, it's just a family group.
Family. What about the label, n.w.a.
Yeah,
Entertainment?
that's where it come out of. It come out of n.w.a. Entertainment. We just did a licensing deal with the subsidiary to use Ruthless Records, but we're just going to do it as distribution. You know what I mean? I had an offer for some individuals who kind of bought that name and bought the license to do Ruthless Records as distribution, so they kind of pulled me on board to be the president And again, it's just a distribution, but we have n.w.a Entertainment, so it comes through our production company, distributed by Ruthless Records.
Ruthless Records for Ruthless Forever Records. It's a new label.
Yeah, it's a new distribution.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course. I can't don't ask about it. What do you think about stars like Drake, Lil Wayne, Young Thug?
Music artists, that's all.
They make music.
Yeah, the same business as us.
There's businessmen, not musicians.
Huh?
No, they are businessmen, no musicians.
Oh no, they're just in the same business as us. They just do music.
They just do music. We don't know them.
Yeah.
Never met them to judge.
Yeah, don't know those guys.
Yeah. What about Eminem?
Eminem, great hip hop artist. Great hip hop artist. Very good. Respect his music. Respect his business. Respect a lot about Eminem. So, you know.
Maybe Eazy-E has unreleased tracks. Unreleased tracks of Eazy-E.
It's few that are out in the world that just wasn't put together, because what happened was a lot of people, when he passed away, he had Eternal album he was doing. So at that time on Eternal album, they used a lot of the unreleased tracks. They just didn't do it in the form that it was done. Might have done a song with my brother. I might have done a song with David, you verses. And they put them together as songs, but my brother still has that verse, David still has that verse. You still. So it wasn't finished. So a lot of people still have like just basically 16s playing around here, not as far as the whole full song. You know what I mean? So possibly a few others have theirs left.
New Eazy-E album will be cool.
Oh, huh?
A new Eazy-E album.
Oh, will be,
It'll be
yeah,
cool.
will be. If, you know, if they have the material to do it, yeah.
I think that's the end. Last questions to Russian people, to our side. What do you want to say to people?
Oh man, it's a hip hop for real, yeah. It's really know their stuff, you know what I mean? It shocked me and my brother as far as they come over here, how much, you know, Russia knows about hip hop and influence they are about hip hop. So, you know, us being from Compton, it's a little city, come to Moscow, big city, far, far away. It's very touching, and knowing that they still have a lot of love for hip hop and love for my brother, Eazy-E. So much love and respect.
Also,
You know, same thing, man. Same difference, man. I said the same thing. Nothing better I can say than he said. But other than that, all I can say to everybody in Russia is to stay supportive and stay true to yourself. That's all I can tell you.
you staying, guys. Waiting for you again.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back.
That's cool.